And welcome back, everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us on this Monday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Man, we got a good matchup. So we got the Arizona Cardinals. They started out the season 2-0, man. They were looking like one of the better teams. They're keeping the games close. They're being competitive. And then the last 5 weeks, even though they have still been competitive, all their games have been basically within one score. They have lost 5 consecutive games to drop to 2-5, and they are dead last in a very, very competitive NFC West. And they're going to try to bounce back here. Jacoby Brissett will be the starting quarterback, man. Once again, Kyler Murray unable to go. So we'll see how this offense is going to be able to operate. Should be a little bit more balanced than it would be with Kyler Murray, but we'll see if this defense for the Arizona Cardinals is able to slow down one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL in the Dallas Cowboys. Now, talking about the Dallas Cowboys, their offense obviously has been on fire right now. I believe they are in the top three in nearly every possible category outside of the running game, which the running game is still in the top 10 in yards and touchdowns. They are explosive all over the field. Javonte Williams has been able to be almost everything that you could have wanted when they signed him from Denver. And George Pickens, during that month where CD Lamb wasn't healthy enough, he really exploded as a true number one receiver. Now, over the last couple of weeks, CD Lamb has been healthy, and guess what? Nothing's changed, man. CD and George Pickens still creating massive, massive numbers. And you couple that with Jake Ferguson, the tight end, who has been just catching pass after pass after pass. And it's just been consistent, man. The guy is one of the best tight ends in the NFL. And then now we're going to get to the crux of why the Dallas Cowboys, despite putting up some of the best numbers offensively all season long, why they are 3-4-1, and that's because that defense cannot stop a freaking nosebleed if they had everything they could, man. It's bad, man. It is borderline. I don't want to say historically bad, but it's one of the worst defenses we've seen in the last 5 years. Right now, they're basically ranked either 27th or lower in every potential category that you could think of defensively. Yards, giving up touchdowns, rushing yards, passing yards, rushing touchdowns, yards per play, the lack of penalties, the lack of turnovers, and on top of that, the amount of penalties that they have occurred on defense. And that's actually another thing that I forgot to mention. Even though their offense is one of the best in the NFL, top three almost across the board, they are actually the second or third most penalized offense in the NFL. So that is also something that, even though their offense has been great, something to look out for in this game. But finishing up talking about the defense, man, it's been rough. We'll see if they can slow down this Cardinals offense that has dealt with injury after injury after injury at the running back position. They have lost their top two running backs basically for the year. And then on top of that, their third choice, DeMarcado, actually got hurt about 2.5 weeks ago. He might be actually healthy enough to come back this week. And they're going to see if him and Bam Knight, who has been basically their number one over the last 2 weeks, we'll see if that duo is going to be able to move the ball on the ground to help out Jacoby Brissett. So that's basically where we're at here. These two teams are desperate. They need a win to get going here in the second half of the season. Otherwise, these two teams are going to start losing ground quickly in their divisions, where the Eagles could be pulling away. And then obviously the top three in the NFC West, they are basically almost, it's like a logjam at the top. And if the Cardinals can't get on the winning track here, man, by the end of this month, their season will likely be over. But welcome to the channel, man. If you're new here, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We're about to kick it off here. It looks like the Cowboys are going to start out on offense here. And it'll be caught inside the 5. Return to the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And Turpin, one of the best returners in the game, with a great return. setting up this offense with really solid field position. Yeah, you got Dak Prescott in the top 3 in touchdown, passing yards, and total QBR. All right. First and 10, Dak under center, ball at the 34. Javonte in the backfield. He gets the handoff going off to the right, picks up some big first yards, and it'll be 9 yards for the former Bronco. Yeah, when you look at this offense, man, this Dallas offense is averaging 6 yards per play offensively. All right, Dak under center here. Hands it off up the middle. Javonte with a massive gap gets it across the 50 down in Arizona territory. First down, man. Holy cow, man. We got 8 people watching. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're new here, man, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe, man. We do as many as 5 streams per week. Let's freaking go. All right, fakes the handoff, rolling off to his right, gets it out to his tight end, and he cannot hang on to it. That is the backup Schoonemaker dropping that one. There you go, man. Dallas setting up that play action there on their first 2 plays, and then seeing if they could get something down the field. Dak couldn't find anything, tried to get his tight end, running a shallow route, and unable to connect. This Arizona defense, man, has been good this season, especially when the opponent gets inside their territory. Throw to the left and contested catch, but it's a first down for George Pickens, catching it along the left sideline. That was a long throw for Dak Prescott. He was basically on the right hash and had to throw that one basically about 3-4 yards away from the left sideline. The safety almost able to make a play on that ball. All right, little play action. Looking, throws over the middle, finds CeeDee Lamb, and he gets it down inside the 20, down near the 18. And we talked about it, man. George Pickens, CeeDee Lamb, these two, arguably one of the best 1-2 punches when it comes to receivers, man. Early in the season, it just seemed like it was CeeDee Lamb. George Pickens was really struggling. But during CeeDee's absence, man, Pickens just exploded, man. Consistently getting over 100, 125 yards per game. He was the number 1 receiver, unquestioned. Handoff to the left. Williams picking his way through this defense and will pick up 11 yards and another Dallas first down inside the 10, first and goal. And the thing that doesn't really get talked about when you talk about this offense is that this offensive line has, I think it's underrated, man. You don't really get to hear a whole lot of what they do. They're opening up freaking massive lanes for Javonte to run through. This one stretch play to the left, and it goes nowhere. Arizona bringing them down in the backfield for a loss of about 2. The first negative play for this Dallas offense, first positive play for Arizona here. That comes the way of the big man, number 97, Walter Nolan III, the rookie, 16th overall pick this year. All right, Dak in the shotgun, 2 receivers stacked up on that left side. He's looking, throws to the right. Gets it out to, I believe that's Ferguson, and he will be short of the goal line here, brought down around the 3, so 3rd and goal coming up. And also, guys, welcome. If you're new here, hey, let's hit up the chat, man. Let's get it going. The streams are always great with the game, with me and the commentary, but the chat is really what kind of elevates everything. So, but regardless, I appreciate you being here. Little play action, trying to get it out to Ferguson, and nothing there. Great defensive play there. I want to see who that was. He was trying to get it out to Ferguson, who was running a little flat route there on the right side. We've seen Ferguson catch a lot of those this season and just stroll into the end zone. Let me see. Defensively, that might have been a practice squad guy. I'll have to look it up later here. So 4th and goal coming. Dak pressure, down he goes, and it's a turnover on downs, man. This Cardinal defense, man, they were letting this offense just run right through them the first 5 or 6 plays. But once you got inside that 20, man, it started to tighten up real quick. Great plays on the ball, great play on the quarterback. Yeah, man. And they all started out with the rookie, man, bringing Javonte down for a loss. Then they made a great contested catch or knocked down the catch. And then now a sack on 4th down, and Dallas gets nothing, man. All right, so while we're on the commercial break, let's do a little bit of some news that came through today, some NFL news. So, unfortunately, let's get the bad news out of the way here. So, for the Washington Commanders, obviously, the biggest story is going to be Jaden Daniels. We'll get to him in just a second. But they actually had a couple injuries throughout that game. So, Marshawn Lattimore, a guy that they traded for last year, they gave up some premium picks to get him. And his play has not worked out. I think he was actually injured when they traded for him last year. And then once again, his play has not been great, man. He has not looked like the same guy that was an all-pro, Pro Bowler back in New Orleans. But unfortunately for him, it looks like it's going to be a torn ACL. He is going to be out for the rest of the year. So basically the number 1 corner for that Commanders team out for the year. And then finally, Jaden Daniels. If you watched that game, I hope you missed that injury because that was absolutely horrendous. It is a dislocated elbow. It's his non-throwing arm. But still, man, I watched that live and I was like, whoa, no good. But yeah, so unfortunately, it may not be season-ending injury, but unfortunately, by the looks of it, if the Commanders cannot start winning, if they lose their next 2 or 3, they are going to be done, and there's really no reason why you would bring Daniels back. So if the Commanders are out of the playoff race here early in November, I don't think we'll see Jaden Daniels for the rest of the season. He's been dealing with injuries all season long. He's missed, I think, a total of 4 games due to injury. So, and then finally, for Packer fans, unfortunately, Tucker Kraft, the tight end there, it was confirmed that he did tear his ACL, so he is going to be gone for the rest of the year. All right, Brissett, play action, and throws it away. Pressure immediately by the Dallas Cowboys there. Great job. Holy cow, man. We got 26 people watching. Holy cow, man. First off, thank you. I appreciate you guys. It's going to be a handoff up the middle here. Gains about a yard or 2. Arizona going to be facing a 3rd and long coming up here. But yeah, man, thank you so much to you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. If you're new to the channel, please make sure you leave a like and subscribe, man. It helps out the video, helps out the channel a ton. But regardless, I appreciate you. Yeah, we got Kyler Murray on the sidelines, man. He has been He's been dealing with that foot injury for the last month. All right, Brissett in the shotgun, running back to his right. He's got a single receiver on that right side. Takes the snap. Dallas sending pressure, throws to the right. He's got his man, and that is Marvin Harrison Jr. with a big catch and a first down for the Arizona Cardinals, getting themselves out of their red zone, basically. Just a great route, man. Great little slight comeback route there. Great job by the tackle, man. Just pushing that pass rush past Brissett, giving him time. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 31. Brissett under center, single back in the backfield, single receiver to the right. Fakes the handoff. Pressure up the middle, and he tries to get it out to McBride. That ball had a little too much sauce on it, man. McBride unable to hold on to it. And Brissett has been he's been beat up in the games that I've seen him with. This offensive line for the Arizona Cardinals definitely needs some work. Granted, that one was just a overall basically an all-out blitz by Dallas. But even during the Green Bay game, Green Bay doesn't really send a whole lot of blitzes, and they were getting to Brissett consistently. All right, another play action. Brissett stepping up in the pocket, rolling to his right, delivers a throw, and once again, unable to connect with his receiver. This one a little too high. Great job by Dallas. Nearly made a play on the ball, put a little pressure on the receiver. Ooh. It's actually not a very accurate throw, but again, Brissett under pressure a little bit, and I think he saw that safety crashing down on the receiver, so I think he just kind of threw that one a little bit higher. All right, we got three receivers on the left side here, running back to his right. Brissett in the shotgun. Dallas showing pressure. I think they got him to jump off sides. Throws to the right, and once again, it's Marvin Harrison Jr. with a great catch down the right side. There is a flag, but I think it's going to be on Dallas, so this one will likely be declined. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 46. Brissett in the shotgun, play action. Throws to the right, and this one to Marvin Harrison, unable to connect with him. Great pressure by the Dallas corner there, making a play on the ball. We haven't seen Arizona run the ball too often right now with Bam Knight. All right. Jacoby under center. Once again, play action. Throws it to his receiver, running a little flat route there on the right side. And he'll pick up about 4, maybe 5 there along the right sideline. Holy cow, man. We got a lot of new people here, man. First off, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching. Thank you. We do as many as 5 streams per week on the channel, man. We do 1 on Thursday, 3 on Sunday, and obviously on Monday night. So, but thank you for watching, man. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a ton. All right, Jacoby looking, throwing to the left. delivers a ball, and it's going to be dropped by McBride, but we do have a couple flags here. Looks like it's going to be a hold on Dallas. Toe, hello, man. What's going on? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, my dude. How are you? Oh, yeah, there's the hold. Let's go, Cardinals. Hey, we got. Hey, there we go. Hey, man, I'm right there with you, man. The Cowboys, they made it difficult on my Packers to win, so I'm hoping Arizona can kind of hand Dallas a loss here, just a little bit, Yeah, it's gonna be close, man. I didn't really know who to predict. I am gonna go with the Cardinals just because I feel like they're slightly more balanced. That would be my prediction. Run to the right, and that picks up 2 yards there. But yeah, man. All right, dude. We got somebody in the chat. Let's go, man. How's your night going? How's your weekend? All right. So 2nd and 8, ball at the 43 here. Brissett under center. Hands it off to Knight again, and he will fight his way near the 40. So a gain of about 3 there. All right, he's trying to see this Arizona team just starting to slow down just a little bit. I think I think the Cowboys are playing a little bit more man coverage, or at least tighter coverage for sure. All right, 3rd and 6. Jacoby in the shotgun, running back to his right. 3 receivers on that left side. Looking, stepping up a little bit, gets it out to his receiver, and Wilson will pick up the first down just enough to keep this drive alive. And that was Deron Bland, man, trying to bring him down behind the line, unable to wrap him up. All right, Jacoby under center, single receiver to the left, single back in the backfield, ball just past the 35. Oh, bad snap, and Jacoby falls right on it, man. That could have been disastrous, man. Could not handle the snap from under center. Oh, they're saying that so Dante Flower he actually ended up getting a face mask, but on that first throw to Marvin Harrison early on this drive, he actually landed on his shoulder and he is questionable to return. But actually during that play, the offensive lineman actually had a handful of his face mask and drove him down to the ground. So they missed a penalty there on Arizona. All right, 5 receiver set, 3 to the right. Brissett with some time throws it out and will pick up about 6 or 7 yards there down near the 29. And that was to Elijah Higgins, man, with a nice little catch. Good effort, too, after the catch. Yeah, Elijah was a 6th-round draft pick out of Stanford from about 2 years ago. He was actually drafted by Miami. All right, Brissett in the shotgun, running back to his left. Pressure, throws to the left, and that'll be incomplete. him and Marvin Harrison not on the same page. It looks like the timing was just a little bit off. And it looks like it's going to be 4th and 5 coming up. Yep. Yeah, basically a little bit of a comeback route towards the sideline, and I think Brissett just missed him. I think the timing was off. All right, Arizona gonna settle for a 48-yard field goal attempt, and the kick is no good. Oh, never mind. Actually, they're saying it's good. It did not look good from my angle, but it was dead on. All right, man. Arizona able to make some points happen here. Holy cow. Ooh. That thing just, and I mean just, snuck in on that right upright. Ooh. All right, man. Each team has a drive, and Arizona has been able to come away with a field goal here. All right. While we're on commercial break, let me finish up some of the news that we got today throughout the league. So the Eagles have been busy during the trade, during the last couple of days of that they can trade. I think the trade deadline is tomorrow, sometime in the early afternoon. But they have traded for two players over the last like 3 or 4 days. They traded basically it was like a pick swap. I think they gave the Ravens a six. They got a seventh back, and on top of that, they pick up the former Green Bay Packer Jair Alexander. Jair, his last couple of seasons in Green Bay, I think over the last 3 seasons in Green Bay, he played basically half of the games that he could have. And then on top of that, when he first signed with the Ravens, he started the first 2 games, did not look good, man. He was giving up big plays, especially in that Buffalo game. He was absolutely just destroyed in that fourth quarter, man. Just giving up massive plays, massive chunk plays in the passing game. But then he got injured, missed, I think, 3 or 4 games. And then over the last week or two, he's been basically a healthy scratch for the Ravens. So the Ravens said, you know what? We're not going to use him. Let's flip him for something. And yeah, so Jair is going to be heading to Philly. And coincidentally, he is actually going to be going up against his former team, the Green Bay Packers, this coming week in week 10. So that's going to be something to look out for. And on top of that, the Eagles have also traded for Jalen Phillips, the former first round pick of the Miami Dolphins. I think they gave up a third round pick for him. Jalen Phillips was really looking great his first 2 years, was racking up sacks. I think he racked up nearly 17 sacks in his first 2 years. I think he has 30 over his last couple years over there in Miami, but his contract is about to expire. Plus, he has been dealing with injuries over the last 2 or 3 years. So, for Miami, their season is likely done. They are 2-7, and I think they're going to start selling off some of the bigger pieces to kind of rebuild that team in the next couple seasons. And on top of that, that helps out the Eagles. They have needed help in the pass rush, especially on the edge, all season long. Man, they lost. I'm trying to think. Zadarius Smith, he actually retired on them, and they just dealt with injuries. Man, Nolan Smith has been struggling with injuries, and then it was so bad that they actually asked Brandon Graham to come out of retirement, and he did. So all right, so not a great return there by Turpin, able to be wrapped up by the Arizona Cardinals. So ball at the 23 for the Cowboys. Dak in the shotgun, fullback to his left. Throws it out to Javonte, a nice little swing slash screen pass there to the left, and he picks up 3. Oh, I just saw a Whataburger logo there. I don't know if you guys are from the Texas area or been to the Texas area, Whataburger. Oh my god. It's like McDonald's, but better. So much better. In my opinion. Dak looking, has time, throws, finds, and that looks like it was going to be a great catch by Turpin, but he ends up dropping that one. Or was it punched out? So it's going to be 3rd and 7 regardless. I just want to see, did the corner make a play on this one? Nope, that's just a, that's just a straight up drop by Cavante Turpin. All right, Dak alone in the shotgun, 3 receivers on the right side. Deep drop, climbing the pocket, rolling out to his right, delivers a throw over the middle, and that is C.D. Lamb with a great catch. But we do have a flag. Dude, why is Brian? Oh, that's gonna be a hold on the Cowboys, so that'll wipe away a great catch by C.D. Lamb. Why does the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer, why does he have like the largest freaking call sheet or play sheet I've ever seen in my entire life? It looks like he's about to order from the Cheesecake Factory with that thing. All right, Dak in the shotgun, running back to his left. And we got 2:30 left in the first here. 3rd and 17. Four seconds on the play clock. Takes the snap. Looking. Throws it deep. Hit as he throws. And he is picked. No. No, he dropped it. Dak Prescott nearly got picked off there. And Sweat. No, it's not Sweat. That's Mac Wilson. Unable to haul that one in, dude. That's why they play defense. No hands. No hands. That was a heck of a job, man. Sweat able to hit Dak as he was throwing, and then it goes right through the hands of Mac Wilson. Just a golden opportunity for a pick there. All right, Dallas is going to punt this one away. And we got another flag. Oh, boy. Yeah, so we definitely got some new people watching, man. So first off, thank you, I appreciate you. Hey, make sure you hit up the chat, man. Let me know who your team is, who you're rooting for tonight, and any games next week that you're looking forward to. Let me know. Punt is away, not a great one, but they were deep in their own territory, and Arizona Dortch is they're gonna get the ball inside Dallas territory down near the 47. All right, man. We got 2:02 left in the first. They're going to head to a commercial break here. So, all right. And some more injury news, unfortunately, that we got today. Joe Alt, the talented and massive left tackle for the Chargers. He was coming off an injury the last couple of weeks. This past week, he was coming back after I think missing the last like 3 games. And he was looking great. Unfortunately, got injured, and it looks like it is a season-ending ankle injury for the big man. So, just some massive injuries, man, all over the season, man. Joe Burrow, we had obviously J.J. McCarthy. A lot of quarterbacks got injured early this season, and it just seems like it's, yeah, man, It's a game of replacements, unfortunately, in the NFL. Such a physical game, and dude, these guys just get hurt. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's anybody else that I might have missed, but I think that's gonna be basically the major injuries this week. Yeah, obviously we lost Cam Scadaboo a week ago, man. That was a tough one, dude. That was another ugly injury, and that was just a guy. Man, those guys like that, man, you just love to have them in the NFL, man. They make the games interesting. You love their passion. Yeah, dude. Plus, it was so hilarious trying to see Scadaboo trying to sneak into the blue tent a couple of weeks ago, man. That guy, dude, that guy just had so many great stories. So it's yeah. Anytime you lose players like that, man, it just sucks. So all right, we're back here. First and 10, ball at the 47 of Dallas. It's gonna be a toss to the left. Bam, Knight with his best run. Oh, that's actually Demarcado. So the best night of the Cardinals' day so far, man. That one going for about 5 or 6. All right, second and 4 coming up here. Less than 90 seconds left in the first. Jacoby under center. Single running back in the backfield. Little play action pressure, and down he goes. Back at the 49, and the Dallas Cowboys get their first sack of the night. Woo! That pressure just coming off that left side, dude. Just Jacoby had no chance. Yeah, that was a Izia Roku with a sack. Probably butchered that name. I do apologize to that young man. Throw over the middle, and he finds Marvin Harrison Jr. again for another first down for Arizona. That is Marvin Harrison's third catch of the night and his third first down for the Arizona Cardinals. Man, he's having himself a night. And that'll be it. That'll be the end of the first quarter here in Dallas. In Arizona on top, 3-0, and they are driving down the field to try to tack on some more points. Yeah, and talking about injuries, man, the injuries to the Arizona Cardinals, man, has just been it's been running back after running back after running back. I'm pretty sure Bam Knight is there. I think at one point they had Michael Carter ahead of him, but then Bam Knight started playing a little bit better. They released Carter. They signed him back to their practice squad. But basically, those two guys, Carter and Knight, they were the fourth, fifth option after just a series of consistent injuries at the running back position. So that running game has kind of slowed down just a little bit as I guess you could say the quality of the player has just kind of been whittled away because of the injuries. And that's kind of why you're seeing. It seems like Jacoby Brissett is at this point. He's for every run that they have like 7 or 8 passes. They're not really running the ball a whole lot in this game. just double checking, man. I feel like they've ran the ball 3 times, if that. Uh, 4 designed runs in this game, and Jacoby Brissett has already thrown the ball 11 times. So he's on pace to throw the ball for 44, 45 times in this game. That's a lot, man. That is a lot of passing downs, man. That's a lot of dropbacks. That's a lot of opportunities for these pass rushers in Dallas who have not really done a great job ever since they ended up trading Micah Parsons, Jerry Jones, Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. Man, that pass rush has just kind of been very slow. It's been coming in bursts, I should say, but it's not been anywhere near as consistent as they would have liked. All right, we got 1st and 10. Run up the middle here and taken down just before he could break away. DeMarcado with a big first down run for the Arizona Cardinals. The nice little handoff, patient running. Just great blocking down the field, man, from everybody. So that was a 16-yard run for the Cardinals. Jacoby in the shotgun, running back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Throws to the right, gets it out to Harrison, and he is brought down at the 8, so a gain of about 7. All right, 2nd and short coming up here. Ball at the 8. Jacoby in the shotgun, running back to his left. Single receiver to that right side. Delayed handoff, and it's going to be very close to a first down, but I think he's going to be just shy. All right, man. DeMarcado, it looks like he has basically taken over as the starting running back, man. Bam Knight was supposed to be the starter, man. He got the first couple looks. But right now, man, DeMarcado is the hot hand. He's been the more effective back on his carries. All right. Knight going, picks up the first. Gain of only about 2 or 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal inside the 5 for the Cardinals. Steve, what's going on? Stevie! Come on, Dallas, win this, God. I love your enthusiasm, my man. All right, Jacoby under center. Play action and touchdown, Marvin Harrison Jr. Woo! Just running a simple slant route there from the left side. And this Dallas defense, man, just giving up scores, man. Just what they've done all season. Oh, man, the defender was just absolutely. That was a Deron Bland, dude. Wasn't able to even go along with Harrison, man. He got so faked out right at the top of that route, man. He just fell. And Ryland able to tack on the extra point. And the Cardinals, man, early in the second, and they have taken a 10-0 lead here in Arlington, Texas. And Steve, man, What do you think, man? What is your prediction for this game? Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, right now we're on a commercial break. We're not missing a thing. And I mean, as this game gets slowly out of hand for the Cowboys, man, you're gonna have to wonder how much are they gonna be able to put in with Dak Prescott. Like usually when they're throwing a lot, it typically hasn't ended well because Dak is usually going to give you one or two chances at an interception. I mean, he just gave you one a couple minutes ago. To be fair to him, though, he did get hit as he was throwing that one, so that was kind of on just a great blitz by Arizona. But he easily could have been picked off by Wilson on the previous drive there. So we're gonna see if C.D. Lamb, George Pickens, Jake Ferguson, see what these guys do to kind of respond here. They got to make some plays early. Oof. Yeah, Deron Bland just freaking losing his footing on that one. Just whoo. C.D. Lamb from the sidelines, like, dude, he just snatched his soul on that one, dude. That's a tough one, man. All right, Arizona kicking this one away. Caught inside the 5, return to the 15 to the 20, and Turpin taken down at the 26. All right. Hand off to Williams, and he picks up about 3 yards there on the left side. Second down coming up. All right, Dallas kind of going with the hurry up here, man. All right, single receiver to the left, Dak in the shotgun. Quick throw to the right side, gets it out to George Pickens, and he'll pick up a first down. Great throw, man, along the right sideline. All right, Dak in the shotgun, CD in motion. Dak changing a few things here at the line. Running back is now to his left. There we go. Handoff. Williams, and he will fight for about 2 or 3 yards there. Steve, I still want Dallas to win by 1 point, but when I see the defense, bad things come to my mind. Yeah, man, I agree with you. I think their offense is, I think their offense is fine. It's just that defense, man, is just horrendous. Like it just doesn't really make sense to me, man. Like I've mentioned it before. I think it's Matt Eberflus, man. Little play action. Throws it out there to CeeDee Lamb. He spins his way out of a tackle and finds a way to make about 4 or 5 guys miss. That was a whole lot of movement for just only about 3 or 4 yards there. But CeeDee, man, that's the kind of play where you're just like, so it makes you realize you're like, oh, this guy is, this guy is different. All right, so we got 3rd and 2, ball at the 48, nearing midfield. They need to get it to the 50 for a first down. Dak in the shotgun, hands it off up the middle, and Javonte Williams able to pick up a first down there. Picks up about 4. All right, we got Dak under center here, single receiver to the left. Little play action. Climb in the pocket, going to take off and run. He's to the 40 and slides about a yard shy of the first. Pickup of 9 there for Dak Prescott. Yeah, dude, they dropped a lot of guys into that coverage. Holy cow. All right. 2 tight end set. Dak looking, throwing it deep to the right, and incomplete. Trying to find CeeDee Lamb, dude. CeeDee had a step on his defender. Dak unable to lay that one out. I think if he put a little extra air under it, maybe took a little bit of a little beat, I think oh man. I think he would have had him, man. All right, 3rd and 1 here. Ball at the 38. Handoff, and Williams picking his way for a gain of 3 and a first down for the Dallas Cowboys. All right, the last time they were in Arizona territory, they went for it on 4th down, trying to get a touchdown on their opening drive. It did not work. We'll see if they can kind of stay in front of the chains here, man. They've been averaging 6 yards per play this season coming into this game. Toss to the right. Gets it out to Turpin, and he is able to pick up about 4 yards on the toss. Cowboys have been pretty balanced, man. 11 runs, 11 passes, little play action. Dak rolling out to his right, and he finds George Pickens for a first down. We do have a flag, though. So it's going to be a holding call, but who is it going to be against? Dallas. Ooh. And that's going to be on the former Wisconsin Badger man, Jake Ferguson. Yeah, Jake doesn't like the call, but that's a hold, man. When you pull underneath the pads and you start pulling them down, that's a hold, man. Game by game, I hope that this team can do playoffs, especially when I see how good other teams are in other divisions. Pressure, Dak avoiding a sack, rolling to his right, throws down the field, and incomplete. trying to find George Pickens. That ball was way too high. And that was Zane Collins, man, able to beat the right tackle. Yeah, man, it's like, especially with Dallas, man. I think you're not gonna be able to win with that defense, unfortunately. And it's I think it's a good sign that your offense can be this explosive because most of these guys they're not on expiring contracts, so that's good. Dak looking throws to the left, and it's fumbled by Ferguson, and it's picked up by Arizona. Wow, my goodness! It looked like it was going to be a decent pickup there by Ferguson. Not going to get the first down, but it was going to set up at least a field goal. And then it just gets punched out, and Buda Baker able to recover that one. Wow, dude. It has been a rough night for the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, a heck of a play by Arizona. Great recovery. And I know I mentioned it on the opening drive before the before the turnover on downs. I was like, this defense, once you get into their territory, man, it's like they flip a switch. They start tightening up. They start attacking the ball, and they get aggressive. They've done that all season. That's why, even though they've lost 5 games, if you look at all of their games, it's all been relatively close, man. Yeah, this Arizona team is it's not great, but they're not a bad football team. They're just, you know, they're I think they're an above average team. I think their offense could be a little bit better. Obviously, the quarterback position could be a little bit better. The running game obviously should be better. The offensive line needs to be retooled a little bit, but their defense has been solid all season long. Just looking at this, the offense for Dallas, they are currently ranked in total yardage coming into this week, second just behind the Indianapolis Colts, only by 9 yards. That's how close it's been. And their points, they are second in the league to the Indianapolis Colts with 246 through the first 8 games. Why the heck is Stephen A. Smith sitting right next to Jerry Jones? That was weird. All right, we got first and 10, ball at the 24 for the Cardinals. Jacoby hands it off to his running back there towards the right side, and that goes nowhere, man. Kenny Clark, the former Green Bay Packer, bringing him down for a gain of only a yard. Dude, I always forget how massive Kenny Clark is as a human being. All right, we got second and 9, ball at the 25. Jacoby dropping back, looking, throws underneath the coverage, finds his man Trey McBride, and that's a first down catch and run for Trey McBride, picking up just what they needed, about 9 or 10 yards there. Ooh, nice job, man. Coming on a delayed route there, right up the middle. All right, we got a three tight end set. Play action, rolling out to his left, and trying to get it out to McBride. He slips and falls on the turf and unable to haul that one in. Holy cow, dude. That was Buddha's first takeaway in nearly 3 years. That's wild. All right, Jacoby under center, two receivers to the left. Play action, pressure, and down. He goes back at the 29. Dude, that left side of this offensive line has just been giving up pressure after pressure after pressure, man. Jadeveon Clowney, man, the former first overall pick. Yeah, dude, Beecham has just been getting absolutely owned in this game. All right, 3rd and 16. Three receivers to the right. Jacoby in the shotgun. Looking. Pressure. Throws underneath, and that goes for minimal yardage. We do have a flag in the backfield, though. I think it's going to be on Arizona, so this one will likely be declined, and result of the play is a 4th down. All right, Cardinals about to kick this one away. Blocked! It's blocked! Unbelievable. It's going to be recovered in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. Wow, man. Dude, who the heck was blocking? Who the heck was blocking for... Dude, there was 2 or 3 guys that came right up the freaking middle. Oh, hit him right in the face mask. Yeah, that's how you use your face right there, man. Make a play. And it was recovered by Nealon there in the end zone in Dallas. They're back in it, baby. Extra point by Aubrey is good. Come on, Dallas. Win this, please. That is a plea from Steve there, man. We got 3:58 left in the first half, and the Cowboys on the board for the first time tonight. And it's not their offense, it's not their defense. Special teams coming in with a great block and returning it or recovering it in the end zone. Damn, dude, that was a wild freaking play. Holy cow, man, we did it. We got 113 subscribers, man. Let's go. Whoever that was, I want to say thank you so much, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. 113 was a big number for me personally, man. But like what was it like? I think it was like week 4 or 5 last year when like it was like I think it was only like the third or fourth week I was doing this. Um, Tom Grassi, if some of you guys know, Tom does like raids of like smaller channels during the halftime of the game to kind of help out smaller channels to pick up some subscribers. And before then, I had literally zero subscribers. Man, I think I was getting consistently like 1 to like 3 views on all the streams that I was doing. I think at that time I was only doing like 3 or 4 games, maybe a week, maybe yeah, maybe, I think it was just three. Um, and yeah, dude, it was just hey, it was just basically just me just talking into the void. Nobody was really watching, which understandable. I didn't have any subscribers, just starting out. But and also the streams didn't look great. There was no scoreboards at the time. There was no lights. Um, to say the least, my commentary was not great either. I was like stumbling, trying to figure out what to say, and I didn't really have a system at that point yet. But yeah, Tom rated my channel in a good way, and I picked up 56 subscribers from that, and it was a goal of mine to be able to get to 113 subscribers because that meant that I was able to pick up 57 doing it by myself. Now getting help from a bigger channel, which I'm grateful for, and that's not me complaining what Tom did at all. Like if it wasn't for him, who knows what would have happened. But getting 57 subscribers just kind of in my head was like proof that hey, I can do this. I can I can be pretty decent at this, and I can get people to watch and enjoy what I do. So yeah, man. 113 was a magic number for me, man, and thank you, thank you to all of you guys, everybody. Even if you didn't subscribe, I appreciate you watching, man. But to those that subscribe, a special, freaking special thank you to you, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, dude. Yeah, 113, man. I was able to double more than what Tom gave me, man. Tom gave me a great head start with 56. And I've been able to build off of that myself, man. It comes from you guys too, from watching, joining the chat, man. It motivates me, man. So thank you. All right, Jacoby throwing it out to the right side, gets his man, breaks a tackle. Higgins finding some room to rumble, and that is going to be down near the 43 for Arizona. Oh, boom, there we go. All right, so we got 1st and 10. Ball going to be at the 42, it looks like. And we got about 3:05 left in the second quarter here. Jacoby under center. Little play action. Looking. Throws to the right, and he finds Marvin Harrison with another big catch along the sideline, picking up a first down. Dude, Marvin Harrison Jr., man, he's come on this season, man. I know people were disappointed with his rookie season. Uh, obviously, when you have that name, there comes high expectations. But dude, you could tell, man. You could tell there was flashes there. Even this season, it wasn't looking great the first like week or two, but he's begun to establish himself as one of the best young receivers in the NFL. Jacoby looking, dumps it underneath to his tight end, and Higgins, dude, bouncing off guys and picking up some good yardage there, setting up a 2nd and 3, it looks like. Dahlia, what's up? Hey, hey, hey. What's going on? What's going on, Dahlia? How was your weekend? Sorry about the Packers. Sorry about Tucker Kraft. It's not a good time to be a Packer fan right now, but hey, we got next week. But how was your weekend? How was your Monday? Hope you're doing well. All right, so we did reach the 2 minute warning. We're on a commercial break right now. Kind of want to see the stats and see where we're kind of sitting right now with these quarterbacks. Um, so Jacoby, 13 of 19, 138, one touchdown, no picks. Emery Demarcado has 5 carries, 27 yards. So he's actually averaging a healthy 5.4 yards per carry. Marvin Harrison, dude, 6 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown already in this game. Josh Sweat with the sack, obviously the fumble recovery as well by Buda Baker. Speaking about the rookies, who is the best one right now? Ooh. Um, that's a good question. I think Amika Ibuka um, has been, I think, everything the Buccaneers could have asked for and more. That's pretty impressive. Good morning, Seastrom! Welcome, my dude. Good morning. Let's see how the Cowboys do. I mean, hey, man, that special teams is getting going a little bit. I mean, their offense hasn't been terrible. They just haven't. Once they get into Arizona territory, man, they are kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit, just a little bit. Had a great weekend with the family. Then my Kraft cheese gets hurt. Then Packers decide to really suck it up even more. I don't have words for them. I know, man. That was a disappointing and deflating loss, and unfortunately, Tuck getting hurt did not just added insult to injury, or injury to the insult. Yeah, I agree with you. But I'm glad your weekend was good, though. That's awesome, man. Always good time. Always a good time to spend with family, man. Family and friends. It's gonna be a handoff up the middle, and that goes nowhere, man. Flower able to bring him down. But yeah, Amika Ibuka, Cam Scadaboo was a guy that was impressing me for a bit there. I think in terms of the running backs, Ashton Genty unfortunately has not really worked out for the Raiders. I think the Raiders overall haven't worked out for the Raiders. So not really on Ashton Genty. Jackson Dart, another rookie that has really impressed, man. The kid is he's playing clean football, if that makes sense. Like, don't get me wrong, he's throwing a picker here, he's throwing a fumble here, and or giving a fumble here and there, but like, it's nothing egregious. It's nothing where you're like, whoa, this guy might be a bust. Like everything I've seen from the kid, I was like, oh, this kid, if he can continue to get improve, I think the Giants might have picked up another franchise quarterback, man. Their first since Eli Manning, to be honest with you. And of course, he's an old Miss guy as well, so kind of fits the bill. Yeah, I'm trying to think here. Who else? We got 3rd and 3, ball at the 40. Ball at the 35. Jacoby pressure throws it out underneath to his receiver, and actually that's a Bam Knight, the backup running back there, picks up a first down along the right sideline, and this drive keeps going. We got 150 on the clock. Yeah, I'm trying to think here, man. Who else? But as I'm thinking about it, let me know if there are any rookies that you guys think have really impressed you that I have not mentioned yet. Tyler Warren, the tight end for the Colts. He's been really, really good. Jacoby in the shotgun, running back to his right. Pressure, throws it out underneath. And Bam Knight, man, picks up 11 yards and another first down before going out of bounds. What about the guy that the media talk about, Shadur Sanders? I don't think Shadur has played a single down in the NFL yet, or at least in the regular season. So, yeah, I don't have an opinion on Shadur at all. I'm not going to pretend like to know anything about his personality outside of what's been said about him, but I like to let people speak for themselves and show me who they are themselves. So I don't have an opinion on Shadur. Throw over the middle, and that is going to be incomplete. Trey McBride pleading his case to the referees, looking for a flag. But yeah, no, Shador hasn't. I don't think he's played yet, right? Hopefully, I'm not wrong about that one because I'm pretty sure Dylan Gabriel was still the starter there. It's gonna be a run to the right there, and Dortch with a great freaking run, getting it inside, I believe, the 10-yard line. All right, we got 3rd and 1. Clock is running. We got 106, 105, 104, 103. Jacoby in the shotgun. Hands it off to Knight. He's running. He's got blockers. And he's going to be stopped up at the 1.5-yard line. And I think Dallas is going to use a timeout here. All right, Dallas did use their second timeout here, stopping the clock with about 52 seconds left. And they adjusted the clock to 54, so. All right, but that run for Bam Knight there to the left did pick up a first down, so it's 1st and goal from basically the 1.5-yard line. Jacoby hands it off, and Bam Knight picks up about half of what they needed. He's going to be inside the 1. Hope they come back a different team after the half, but I doubt it. There are no A&M, that's for sure. Yeah, man, especially not with this defense, man. It's been a struggle all season long. Yeah, they would need to trade for somebody. And I think even then, that's just one player, man. They got issues in the secondary. They got issues. I think their front seven isn't horrible, but it's not very good either, unfortunately. I think the defense needs to be retooled. I would use a couple a couple of those 1st round picks on this defense. Jacoby punching it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacoby Brissett. All right, man. With 49 seconds left, the Cardinals have just tacked on a touchdown. Barring the extra point, they can go up by 10 here. All right. Dallas did use all their timeouts, so they will have just 49 seconds to see if they can get into field goal range. Granted, Brandon Aubrey is one of the best kickers in the NFL, not just in terms of his accuracy, but the guy can kick it from basically anywhere past the 45, kind of around that. Like if you're at midfield, basically, you have a really good chance of making it from there. And the kick is good, and the Cardinals retake a 10-point lead late in the second here. If he's considered a rookie, I think Jackson Dart will win it, I guess. Let me see if he's considered a rookie. I think so, man. Yeah, like Jackson. Yeah, no, he is a rookie for sure. He was drafted this past spring. I think you can make the argument J.J. McCarthy. Even though he's entering his second year, uh, got injured, tore his knee up in the preseason. Never suited up in the regular season at all, and you could effectively call him a rookie because he's also missed a couple games or a handful of games actually this year already. But he looked good this past week, man. J.J. McCarthy looked great, and Jackson Dart, man, he's. I think that the biggest issue with that Giants offense right now is that they have lost the ability to be kind of dynamic, man. They've lost Malik Neighbors, they lost Cam Scadaboo. It's tough, man. They haven't been able to find those two or three guys that you need for your quarterback to be able to rely on. And like Wan'Dale Robinson, he's been in the league for a while, but he's okay. He's a receiver. He's not a great receiver. He's not a good receiver. He's not a bad receiver. He's an average receiver. Darius Slayton, he's been around the league for a long time. Great veteran, but doesn't do anything special. So yeah, man, I think with the Giants, man, they're gonna need to add some quality to that defense. To that, they're gonna have to add some depth to that offense as well. So, yeah. Dallas, you are disgusting. Shame on you. Shame him. Shame him. Yeah, man. But the one thing we've learned in this season in the NFL, man, whether you're down by 10 or you're down by what? I think the Broncos were down by like 20 something points. You can make a comeback. And the good thing for the Cowboys is that you don't need a great defense to be able to get a sack strip or a turnover or a blocked punt. And on top of that, your offense is capable of scoring some big points as they've proven this season. All right. Turpin returning this one, making a few guys miss to the 30, to the 35, and great field position near the 38. Dallas probably needs to only pick up a first down, and they are going to be within range for a field goal, man, for Brandon Aubrey. I forgot what Aubrey's career high is. I think it's like 65, 66. Like, yeah, that's basically what, midfield at this point. You're like maybe the 48 of your opponent. First and 10. Dak looking, rolling out to his right, and he's gonna throw this one away. Pressure got to him. Ends up on his butt. And it's the ageless wonder Calais Campbell laying a hit on Dak Prescott there. Woo! Calais Campbell landing on the left leg of Dak Prescott. Dak able to get up. Luckily, no major injury there. So, all right, Prescott takes the snap, blitz. Quick throw, gets it out to Ferguson, and he is going to pick up about 8 or 9 yards there. So 23 seconds, clock is ticking. Cowboys cannot stop the clock. It's 3rd and 2, take the snap. Quick out route, gets it out to Ferguson, and he is going to... and the clock keeps running. Uh-oh. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Woo! Wow, dude. So Ferguson was going backwards out of bounds, so that's why they kept the clock rolling. And they nearly ran out of time. So as of yesterday, the NFL record is now 68 yards, and that was set yesterday by Cam Little of the Jacksonville Jaguars. This a 60-yarder to tie the NFL record. Let's see if Brandon Aubrey can do it here. He's got the leg. Kick is up, and it's not accurate enough. It had the juice, but not the accuracy. And there it is, man, at halftime. Cowboys trying to tack on a record tying 68-yard field goal by Brandon Aubrey. It had the distance, just went wide left. And the Arizona Cardinals, man, up 17-7 over the Dallas Cowboys here in Texas. All right, guys, let me know what you think. What do you think is going to happen in the second half? Give me your predictions. Can Dallas come back? Can that offense get going? Or does it just seem like it's not going to be the Cowboys' night? Holy freaking cow, we're at 114 subscribers, man. Let's freaking go, man. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are freaking awesome, man. I appreciate you. Let's go. All right, let's look at the halftime stats here. Just to do a little bit of an update. So Jacoby, 15 of 22. So, I mean, he was on pace for 44 yards after the first quarter. I think he had thrown 11 passes. Well, he threw another 11 in the second quarter there. 15 to 22, 158, one touchdown, no picks. DeMarcado, 6 for 27. Bam Knight, 5 for 11. Marvin Harrison, 6 catches for 8 yards and a touchdown. Those 6 catches tie a career high for Marvin Harrison. So there's a good chance that he will be setting a new career high in catches in the second half. Elijah Higgins, 3 for 30. Bam Knight, 2 catches, 20 yards. Let me see here. I think that's it, man. Josh Sweat has the sack. Budda Baker had the recovery. All right, Dak Prescott, just 8 of 16, man, 75 yards. Javonte Williams, 9 for 42. Even though he's been effective, the fact that they have been basically down by double-digit points, it's kind of forced the Cowboys to do something that they are not really wanting to do on a consistent basis, and that's just consistently drop back and throw. They like to be a balanced offense. They are one of the best teams in the past. I think they're in the top 3. And when it comes to the run, even though they're not up there with their passing attack, they are still a top 10 running team in the NFL. So they definitely prefer to throw. It's a little, it's like 50-45. But right now, man, the Cardinals have kind of forced the Cowboys to just be one-dimensional and just throw the ball. And it hasn't worked right now. I think this offensive line is a lot better at run blocking than they are pass blocking from what they've shown throughout the season and tonight. All right, George Pickens, 2 for 28. Jake Ferguson, 4 catches, 27 yards. And CeeDee Lamb, just 2 for 20. Jadeveon Clowney. Izara Oroku with a sack as well. And that's about it, man. Nothing too crazy at this point. All right, man. So what do the Cardinals need to do to kind of finish this one off? They need to get that running game going a little bit. I think DeMarcado is showing that he can run the ball. I like what they're doing with Knight in the passing game. He has 2 catches for 20 yards. He had a decent run there inside the 10 that was able to get them down, I think, near the 2 yard line. So, get those two guys, at their strength. I think Bam Knight is a good pass catcher out of the backfield. Give him a couple runs here and there, especially maybe inside the red zone. He's a bigger back, maybe has a little bit more extra juice. And then DeMarcado can be your guy in between the 20s. He's a little bit faster, a little bit shorter. He seems like he's able to cut and accelerate a little bit quicker. And for Jacoby, man, he's been smart, man. He's been safe with the ball. He hasn't been putting it in harm's way. Anytime it's a little bit of a little risky throw, he kind of throws it up high where only his guy can probably make a play on it. Trying to see here. Yeah, keep throwing it to Marvin Harrison. It seems to be working. For their defense, man, their defense has been solid. They haven't given up a single point on defense. The only touchdown for the Cowboys came on a blocked punt. So they're putting pressure on Dak. They're doing a good job, for the most part, on slowing down Javonte Williams, who has been one of the best backs in the NFL, especially through the first 2 months. I'm trying to think here. They've been able to hold both CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens to just 4 catches for under 50 yards. It's pretty damn good right there. Let me see here. Yeah, I think that's it, man. And then for the Cardinals special teams, stop giving up blocked punts. So block everybody. Just block everybody. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Just 3 seconds. Give your punter a chance to get that ball out. For the Dallas Cowboys, a little bit more work for sure. They need to get either CD or George Pickens involved, if not both. I think Jake Ferguson is doing fine. He's been really the most consistent guy that's getting open. Their defense needs to be able to either stop the run against the Cardinals, which they've done a pretty decent job of. They haven't given up massive chunks of yardage. I think they've given up 2 big runs to DeMarcado, and that's about it. But yeah, you got to continue to slow them down, and then finally put pressure on Jacoby. Keep putting pressure on Jacoby. They're picking up 2 sacks, but they got to get turnovers off of him. I think that's the big thing they got to do. And then finally, they got to slow down the passing game for the most part. If you can't get to Jacoby, your coverage has to be able to make plays on the ball, man. Be aggressive. I'm not saying play man coverage because I don't think this secondary is built for that. I think if they try to do that, it's gonna get worse. So you got to find a way to be able to cover with your corners underneath and use those safeties, man. Bring them, kind of play that single high safety a little bit, cover the center of the field, and then force the Cardinals to use the sidelines, man. Eventually, I think your guys are going to have a better chance of being able to kind of jump a route along the sidelines than if you're giving them the center of the field. But yeah, man, I think that's all I got for you guys in terms of what I think these teams could or should do to kind of get back into it, especially for the Cowboys. I forgot the Raiders. They had a chance to tie it up with like I think a minute left in overtime, and instead they went for 2 to try to get the win, which I respect, but unfortunately not able to do it, man. All right, let's check out my fantasy team. I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose this week, which is unfortunate. But yeah, let me see here. Yeah, it's not looking great, man. down by 9, and they got 3 players playing, and I got CD Lamb as my only guy. So unless CD is able to go off for like 7 catches for like 100 yards and like 3 touchdowns, it looks like I'm gonna be dropping to 5-4, man. It's been rough. It's been a rough season, man. I started out 3-0, and since then, man, I've just been unable to consistently get, like, all my guys get hurt, man. CD Lamb got hurt for a bit. I lost Cam Scadaboo. Yeah, man, it's been rough. It's been rough. It's been a weird season too. Yeah, let me know if you guys are playing any fantasy this year. It's like a horror story. Every single time I play fantasy, man, there's always just something that comes up. Yeah, so if Arizona is able to win tonight, man, they improve to 3-5. They're still going to be about 2.5 games behind most of their division, if not almost full 3 games. Seahawks are 6-2, Rams are 6-2, and the 49ers, who have yet to have a bye week, they are 6-3. Yeah, the Cardinals have been just struggling, dude, the last 5 games. Yeah, so they beat the Saints in week 1. They beat the Panthers in week 2. And then since then, they have lost by 1 point to the 49ers. They lost by 3 points to the Seahawks. They lost by 1 point to the Titans. They lost by 4 uh, to the Colts. And then finally, they lost by 4 points to the Packers back in October 19th. So they have lost 5 games by a combined 13 points, man. Not even a field goal. Not even like they've lost by like what 2.5 points average. That is wild, man. So after tonight, they play the Seahawks, the 49ers. So some big games there. They can kind of make it a little bit even there with the losses to those teams early in the season. Then they go up against the Jags, Buccaneers, and then the Rams for the first time this season. So yeah, these next 5 games for the Cardinals could be huge for them. They got 3 divisional games over the next 5, and 4 games in the NFC conference. Hmm. All right, man. It looks like the third quarter is about to get underway here. We're about to start up in just about a couple seconds here. We'll go. All right, man. Let's see what Dallas and Arizona has in store for us in the second half. 24 points, man. Not too bad, man. We got a fumble recovery. We got a couple sacks. We got a blocked punt that was recovered for a touchdown. Yeah, man. We got some good football in my opinion. This has been an entertaining game for most of the second and first quarter. So luckily for the Cardinals, they're going to start out with the ball here on offense. Recovered at the 9. 15 to the 20, stumbles to the 25, and Dortch able to get it down near the 27 there. Jacoby, little play action. Looking, throws over the middle, and he's got a man wide open to the 50, to the 40, 35, 30, 25, and out of bounds. And a massive catch and run for Wilson and the Arizona Cardinals, and they are in Dallas territory. Just a simple, deep crossing route there. Woo! Wow, dude. Jesus. Bad angle by the safety there. Crashed down way too late. Seastrom, oh boy. Oh boy is correct, man. All right, Jacoby in the shotgun. 2 running backs to his right. Sorry, 2 receivers to his right. Hands off to his running back. Bam Knight to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and down at the 7-yard line. And oh boy. Now we're just giving up big chunks, man. Just big chunks. Apparently the Cowboys did not listen to my stream. I told them what they needed to do, and they are not executing. Told them they got to stop the run. Stop giving up big plays over the middle. Force them to throw it to the sidelines. And look what happens when they don't listen to me, man. I'm not saying I would be a better defensive coordinator than Matt Eberflus, but there's no way I would be worse. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle, picks up a yard, but there is a flag. Yeah, like if I'm the Cowboys, man, like you don't need to pay me that much money to be your defensive coordinator. Like whatever Matt Eberflus is making, just give me like 75%. You know, use that other 25 on something else, you know? And it's going to be an illegal formation on the Cardinals there. That's actually the first penalty on Arizona tonight. All right, moves him back 5 yards here. So first and goal from the 12. 5 receiver set. Running back splits out wide to the left. Jacoby looking, throws to the right, and he's got his man, Trey McBride. Basically running a little bit of a corner / like deep out route there on the right. And that was a simple throw and catch for the Cardinals, man. Quick touchdown drive for Arizona to start the second half. Dude, we're going to get another freaking blowout on prime time? Come on, man. Thursday was a blowout. Sunday night was a blowout. I don't know, man. All of a sudden, the primetime games, man, they're changing. They were great the first month and a half. Extra point by Ryland is good. And the Cardinals take no time in getting into the end zone to take a 24-7 lead over the Dallas Cowboys here in Arlington, Texas. And there's the dagger. Just paid the fans the same money you give to your defensive line because this is no difference between them. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. So that's actually a great question for the chat. If they were giving you $1 million and you had to play an entire had to play an entire NFL drive, minimum 8 plays, would you do it? Like, there's a chance that you're like they're not gonna take it easy on you too. Like they're gonna go all out on you. So there's a chance that you might get injured. You won't die. There's a chance, and it won't be anything permanent. Maybe you'll tear an ACL and be out for a year. But like, is that worth the risk if they gave you like $1 million to play defensive line for like 8 plays? Would you do it? Mm-mm-mm. All right, we're in a commercial break. We're not missing a thing right now. So Thursday it's gonna be the Raiders and Broncos, man. The Broncos are an exciting team right now, man. They are just flying high, man. Even though they didn't play amazing for about 3.5 quarters, they got the win, man. That's all that matters. They are one of the best teams in the AFC right now with one of the best records in football. All right, kick is away. Caught at the 6. Turpin to the 20, 25, and will be brought down near the 27. Okay, right now they're highlighting the ability of Jacoby to be able to get the ball out quickly when there's pressure coming. And a run up the middle gets it down to the 30, gain of 3 there for Javante. Second and 7. Dak under center, throws it out there to his backup tight end, and Schoonemaker making a man miss, getting it across the 40 down near the 44. It's going to be a first down for the Dallas Cowboys. Hurry up offense, a little play action, throwing it down the field, and that'll be incomplete. That was Johnson there on the coverage. Will Johnson, the rookie, making a great play on the ball. Working on CeeDee Lamb. Woo! Second and 10. Dak in the shotgun. Throws it over the middle. Finds Ferguson down to the 35. He stays on his feet and will pick up about 2 yards after that, man. So they are in field goal range for sure. Ooh, look at that seam stretcher there by Ferguson. Just going right up the seam. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 32. Dak in the shotgun, running back to his right. Javonte making a great move in the backfield there and just speeding down for a gain of 13 and a first down, man. Woo! Dude, look at this spin move by Javonte Williams. As soon as he gets the handoff, making one of the best defensive ends in the game miss in Calais Campbell. All right, ball at the 17. Handoff up the middle, and Williams is good for about 2, down to the 15. I would play for 100K if Dallas was the team that want me, but seeing Jerry effing Jones every day will be disgusting, so I will say no. You're a man of principle. I respect it. I respect it, Steve. Dak in the shotgun, running back, throws it, and Ferguson unable to haul that one in, dude. That was a little too high for the former Wisconsin Badger. Great job there by Arizona, sending a couple guys from the secondary on a blitz, forcing Dak to kind of throw that one a little bit sooner than he wanted. 5-receiver set. Quick throw, gets it out to Lamb, and he is going to pick up the first down, and it'll be 1st-and-goal inside the 10. Run up the middle, and Williams gets nothing on that one. 2nd-and-goal coming up. All right, let's freaking go, man. We got 7 people watching here. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see if we can get this video to 5 likes, please. 5 likes. We got 4 right now. All right, Dak in the shotgun, looking. Pressure, and down he goes at the 15. And it'll be 3rd-and-goal from the 15. That is Josh Sweat on the sack. Yeah, Josh Sweat, a former Philadelphia Eagle, pretty familiar with Dak Prescott. Apparently that is his 6th sack of Dak in his NFL career there. So all right, 3rd-and-goal. Looking, and gets it out to CeeDee Lamb. He'll pick up about 6 yards there, but it'll be 4th-and-goal coming up. If you're the Cowboys, do you go for it? Or are you kicking the field goal? All right, Dallas is taking the points here. They're just going to kick the field goal. That was actually Cavante Turpin, not CeeDee Lamb, who caught that one on the right sideline. And Aubrey's kick is right down the middle, and the Dallas Cowboys have gotten into double digits here for the first time tonight. 7:50 left in the third. We're midway, a little bit midway through the third. Two-score game. There we go, man. Getting it down, getting it down. And I understand the field goal there because if you don't make it, if you go for it and you don't get it, now you're still down by a full three possessions. This one makes it a two-score game, like you said, man. Dude, what are these commercials, man? They got freaking Christian McCaffrey just running right through people. All right. All right, looking at the standings, now that we're basically about a quarter and a half away from Week 9 being in the books, let's look around the league. So the Patriots, they are at the top of the AFC East with a 7-2 record. The Bills right behind them at 6-2. The Patriots have yet to have a bye this season, so that should be coming up pretty soon here. Dolphins 2-7. They're starting to sell off some of their bigger name players that they can move. So it looks like for them, their season is over. The Jets obviously 1-7 on the year. Come on, Dallas, just 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Come on, gorgeous George Pickens. I know you have something for us. There you go, man. Gorgeous George. All right, AFC North, man. The Steelers at 5-3 got a big win this week, obviously. Ravens 3-5. Hopefully, they can kind of keep the momentum going after that win on Thursday. Bengals. I don't even want to talk about it there, man. Just how do you give up 47 points to the Bears? Come on. They're 3-6, and the Browns 2-6. Dortch with a great return to the 35 and taken down at the 39. Greg Dortch, the diminutive receiver, man, just weaving his way through. Woo! Dallas is the first team in NFL history to score 30 plus points per game and still be outscored. Wow. It's wild. All right, 1st and 10. Cardinals with the ball. Jacoby hands it off to his running back, and it looks like DeMarcado picking up a first down gain of 10. All right, 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line. Jacoby under center, single back in the backfield, single receiver to that right side. Hands it off. DeMarcado bouncing it to the right. He's going to pick up another 9, maybe a first down there, about 9 yards. We'll see. Was trying to take it up the middle, got stuffed, and then able to find some room there, bouncing it to the right side. So run defense, huh? Well, so that's why you got Kenny Clark, right? All right, handoff up the middle here, and he's able to find some room for a first down there on the left side. Picks up about 3. Yeah, dude, it's been rough. It's been rough for the Cowboys defense. AFC North are bad. I don't really think the Steelers are that good. I think their offense is competent for sure, and I think their edge rushers are good. They just don't have time to get to the quarterback. That's what I think for the Steelers. Pressure. Jacoby able to shed a sack and finds nobody. Incomplete. Woo. Dude, Jacoby still has some wheels, man. Ezra Oroku, man, able to nearly bring down Jacoby, but just on. Oof. Uh-uh. Matty Berflus is, let's just say, animated on the sidelines. He might be a little mad. Jacoby, low snap, throws it out there to Harrison, and he's catching it down the left sideline and down inside the 20. Nearly made a house call there, man. Woo, just a short little stick route there. Able to get past the defender. Let's see here. Did he step out of bounds? There you go. Yep. Just before he made the cut inside. Stepped out of bounds, but still picks up a first down. And that's a career high for catches there for Marvin Harrison. That was catch number 7. Toss to the right. And DeMarcado picking up about a yard on the play. Saw that. Yards / play actually worse tonight. Yeah. I think it was at 6.7 tonight, and usually they're giving up like 6.3. It's not good, man. Not freaking good at all. All right, 2nd and 9, ball from the 20. Delayed handoff to DeMarcado, and he'll pick up about 4 yards down near the 17 or 16-yard line. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man, because, like, we saw Dallas last year. That Dallas was not in an incredible team on defense last year, but they were a lot better than this, for sure. 6.2, usually that's really bad. 6.7 is somehow worse. You know what's worse than that? 6.9. Nice. 3rd and 5. Pressure, throws it, and that ball, I think, was batted at the line. We do have a flag, and Bridges is trying to plead his case a little bit. Oh, they're picking up a flag. No foul on the play. No foul on the play. So yeah, so Dallas actually caught a little bit of a break there because there could have been pass interference, but since the ball was tipped at the line, that flag gets picked up. So Cardinals are gonna have to settle for a field goal here. So hey, here we go. Boom. Kick is good, and the Cardinals reestablish their 17-point lead. So we're on a commercial break here. Let's keep on going along with the teams here. So we got next the AFC South. We got the Indianapolis Colts, 7-2. The Jags are 5-3 there. Texans 3-5. Lost this past Sunday, losing a tough one, 15-18 to the Denver Broncos there. Obviously, C.J. Stroud left that game early with a concussion. Davis Mills was the quarterback for a while there. They were looking good. I was like, hey, they might be able to escape with a win. But the Broncos doing what they've done almost all season, and that's coming from behind. They did it against the Eagles. They did it against the Giants, and they did it against the Texans. Man, that's just what they do. Steve, I really think the strongest division we have right now is the NFC West, and F Dallas. Oh man, dude. Yeah, the NFC West is pretty strong. I would say I'm trying to think here, man. I'm trying to compare the teams. Like I know the records are close, but I'm trying to compare the teams. I think the NFC North, I would say, is kind of right behind them. AFC West is competitive. Yeah, like the Broncos, they're 7-2. Chargers 6-3. Chiefs are 5-4. Like that's a top heavy three right there. Yeah, the Chiefs are 5-4, but they're the defending Super Bowl champions. I think they are the defending AFC champions. And I think regardless of their record, man, they're going to be a tough out for anybody this season. The Patriots, Bills, that's basically it in that division. Nobody really else. Our kick is away. It's going to be returned by Turpin to the 20-25 and taken out near the 27. Eagles, really the only team in the NFC East that's probably going to be competitive. Maybe the Cowboys can make a run if they can make a little bit of a comeback here. Packers 5-2-1. The Lions 5-3, Bears 5-3, and the Vikings 4-4. Yeah, is the NFC North the only team in the division where the team at the bottom has 4 wins? Yes. So that's another tough division right there, man. Quick throw, gets it out to CeeDee Lamb, and he is fighting for yardage and will pick up 9 yards. Yeah, Buccaneers 6-2, Panthers 5-4. Yeah, man, I think you're right, man. Seahawks, Rams, 49ers, those are really good teams, and they're all in the same division. Handoff up the middle, and it's going to be a pick up of about 2 yards there for the Cowboys. Boom, let me switch that over. All right, we're less than 1:45 left in the third here, closing in on the fourth. Dallas looking. Dak. Jump ball, and he's got CeeDee Lamb towards the right sideline. Cuts it, and he gets tripped up at the 20-yard line. Wow. There you go, man. That was the spark that you needed. Dak able to buy time. CeeDee Lamb got loose from the coverage. Made a great play. Actually stepped out of bounds at the 27, so they moved that ball back just a little bit. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 27. Dak in the shotgun. Changing a few things at the line here, and Cardinals use their first timeout. All right. 59 seconds left. Dak looks, throws, and it's going to be batted at the line, trying to get it out to George Pickens. And that's going to be the rookie first round pick, man. Nolan has already made a big play in this game, able to bring down Javonte Williams in the backfield on the opening drive for Dallas. Handoff, and that goes nowhere, man. And who is it? A big 97, man. Once again, stuffing a run play, and this kid's making plays on this drive, dude. Batted ball, and now drops Javante for a loss here. 3rd and 10. All right, Dak in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the left. This will be the final play of the third. Gets it out to CeeDee Lamb, and he catches it, but it's going to be about 3 or 4 yards shy of the first. All right, he actually went out of bounds, so that stopped the clock there for a few seconds. Yeah, there we go. Now the clock is winding. They're not going to run a play here, so we're going to head to the fourth here in Arlington, Texas. They're showing Jerry Jones there in this press box. He is not too happy. Yeah, I'm trying to see here, man. So the NFC South, it's basically a two-man race at this point. The Buccaneers 6-2, Panthers are 5-4. The Falcons are on a three-game slide, man. At one point they were 3-2, now they are 3-5, and the Saints, they are 1-8 on a four-game losing streak. Not good. Not good at all. Seahawks have won their last three games. So have the Rams. They're both at 6-2. 49ers are coming off a win this past week. They are 6-3. And the Cardinals are 15 minutes away from getting a big victory, and that would be their third victory of the season. So we'll see if they can keep it going. Big play by the Cowboys. Oh yeah, man. Sorry, I completely missed that, Seastrom. My bad, dude. Sorry, I was kind of focused on the game and on the other screen here. My bad. But yeah, man, it's a CeeDee Lamb, man. He's been active in this game for sure. Yeah, I'm trying to see here. Let's actually look at the numbers here. All right, Jacoby 18 for 27, 236, two touchdowns, no picks. DeMarcado 11 for 56. Bam Knight 6 for 28. Marvin Harrison 7 for 96. Michael Wilson 3 for 61. And then for CeeDee Lamb, 6 catches, 78 yards. Has not gotten into the end zone. Dak 15 of 26, 175. Zero touchdowns, zero picks. All right, we're back here, 4th and 4. Dak in the shotgun, has some time, throws it, and it's going to be incomplete. A great play by the corner, man. Got there just in time and slapped that one out of CeeDee Lamb's hands. Damn, that was a good play. Was that Max Melton? see who that was. Let's see who that was. That's all she wrote. Yeah, man. Yep. I'm surprised they didn't do something over the middle, man. Like something just I always like to have just a little shallow cross across the field, man. Like something literally like 2 or 3 yards, and if you can hit your guy in stride with and the guy doesn't have a great angle, man, that can go off not only for a first down but for some big yardage. So yeah, I don't know. I was surprised that they didn't have anything for Dak underneath the coverage. Don't think we're coming back from that. You never know, man. You never know. You're only down by 17. It's early in the fourth. A turnover can change a lot. So, trust me, I don't even like the Cowboys, man, but I'm not willing to say die just yet. Just yet. Now, if Arizona scores a touchdown here and they take a good chunk of the clock here, like 5 or 6 minutes, then I'll be like, yeah, that might be it. That might be it. But, nah, man. I've seen way too many games, man. I've seen way too many freaking games to get comfortable. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Dallas is not playing well. I'm not gonna pretend like they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, they'll the next drive they'll be fine. They gotta get their stuff together. All right, offensively, defensively, it's been a weird night for them. Dak was a little late on that throw, in my opinion. But on top of that, the Cardinals just made a great play on the ball, man. That's just some really good defense. All right, we got 14:54 here left in the fourth quarter. Arizona gets the ball at their own 22. Low snap. Brissett rolling out to his right. Gets it out to McBride, and that will pick up a gain of about 6 or 7. So it looks like there's going to be another injury for this Cowboys defense, man. Marquise Bell, the safety, is being led into the locker room. He was the guy that was bringing down McBride, and I don't know if it's when McBride landed on him or when Bell was just trying to drag him down. All right, handoff to the right. And a great tackle there, basically right at the line. Now it's going to set up a 3rd and short for the Cardinals. All right, Jacoby under center. Single back in the backfield, play action, pressure, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney got there first, and Kenny Clark able to finish it off. Jacoby comes up wincing after the sack. Woo! Jadeveon Clowney, man, able to fight off two guys there. And it'll be fair caught at the 32, and the Cowboys get the ball back relatively quickly. Still got 12:52 left. There is a flag on the field here, so. It's going to be on Dallas, man. Holding. Ooh, Dallas nearly blocking another Pat O'Connell punt there. All right, man. Can Dallas make a comeback here, man? They've been getting into Arizona territory, man. That has not been the issue. It's been once they get past that 35, that 30-yard marker in Cardinals territory, man. That's when it starts to kind of shrink a little bit. It starts to get a little bit tighter, and the pressure starts. It seems like the pressure is getting to Zach, and not to Dak. Sorry, not Zach. Dak. And I'm not talking about mentally. I'm like literally physically. They're getting to him a little bit more, a lot quicker, and that's kind of forcing Dak to kind of throw off rhythm and kind of either hesitate or because they were saying when Dak was about to throw the ball on that 4th and 4, it looked like he hesitated because it looked like CD wasn't ready to come back to that ball. So he waited a second, and then the pressure got to him, and then they released it. If I'm Dak, you throw that ball on time. Trust your guy to get there. Even if you don't think he will, throw the ball. Maybe you adjust a little bit. Maybe you throw a little air under it, maybe. But I say you throw the ball, be on time, and trust your guy that he'll make a play. If you try to adjust, you're gonna the result of the play is gonna be that you're gonna be late. But again, easier said than done. All right, we're back here. Dak in the shotgun. Running back to his left. Pressure, steps up in the pocket, and incomplete. Trying to get it to CD Lamb over the middle. Yeah, look at this. Turnover on downs, field goal, missed field goal, fumble, punt, turnover on downs. Dak takes the snap. Blitz from the secondary. Dak gonna take off and run, and he picks up about 5 or 6. Down near the 28. Oh, oh, we got a Cardinal down on the ground. right, looks like they're going to take a commercial break here. Yeah, man, it was a rough week in fantasy. I had Rico Dowdle on my bench. If I would have put him as my flex, man, that could have been an extra, almost an extra 19 points, man. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, so looks like that was Mac Wilson. He's heading into the blue tent there that we checked out. Luckily for him, he was walking under his own power. So 3rd and 4 coming up over the middle, and that's going to be a first down catch there for Flournoy, his first one of the night. All right, no huddle. Dak throws it, finds George Pickens, and he spins out of a tackle, fumbles the ball, and it's recovered by Dallas, man. Lucky to be able to recover that one. Otherwise, this game was going to be probably put to bed early. Woo! Pressure. Great job by Javonte Williams picking up that freaking blitzer. George Pickens continues to fight, and he's going to pick up another first down near the 35 of Arizona. And we got another injured Cardinal there. He's holding that left leg there, just behind, like kind of by the hamstring, just above the knee. So it looks like we're still waiting on the trying to get the injured player off the field here. All right, back. First and 10. Dak in the shotgun, running back to his left. Hands it off to Williams. He's to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and down he goes right inside the 5-yard line. First and goal coming up for the Cowboys. Let's go. Just under 11 minutes left. If they can score a touchdown here quick. Let's go. Play action. Looking. Lofton one. And it's a touchdown for Flournoy. And Dallas has cut the deficit down to 11. Barring the extra point, could be 10. And we still have 10:51 left in this game. Yeah, that was 7 plays, 78 yards, and took just 2 minutes to get that touchdown, man. And the extra point is good, and they have shrunk the deficit down to just 10. All right, man. Let's freaking go, man. So a couple George Pickens catches and a great run by Javonte Williams, able to get them to inside the 5-yard line, and then a great throw by a nice little touch throw by Dak Prescott there, basically to Flournoy, who was running a corner route from the slot, from the left slot position. Once again, man, if the Dallas Cowboys defense, man, if they can get another stop here, they've been getting pressure on Jacoby on the last couple drives. If they can kind of continue to do that, you know, Cardinals had to settle for a field goal on their second drive of the half. Third one, they didn't get anything going there. It's been getting better and better for Dallas's defense, man. They just got to do it one more time. One more time to make this a one-possession game. Yeah, both quarterbacks closing in on 250 yards on the day. No interceptions. Both have been sacked at least twice. Jacoby 3 times. Called at the 5, to the 20, 25, 30, and Dortch with another solid return, getting it down near the 32. All right, man. We got Jacoby under center, single back in the backfield. Single receiver to that right side. It looks like there's a 2 tight end set. Play action, and down he goes for another sack. And Dante Fowler just literally going unblocked from that right side. Jacoby was doing a play action. He was rolling to his right. And then by the time he realized who was coming after him, it was a little too late. And that is the 4th sack of the night for the Dallas Cowboys. Fowler took a freaking knee to the to the belly there, man. Just all right, play action, pressure, gets it out quick, and it's gonna be a first down for Trey McBride. The Cowboys secondary unable to handle it, man. That sack was for nothing. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 43. Jacoby under center. Hand off to the right, and that goes nowhere, man. James coming in there and bringing down Bam Knight for a loss of at least 1. All right, Jacoby in the shotgun, running back to his right. Pressure, down he goes again. And a great blitz off the left side now. This one, Stewart coming from the slot, and Jacoby never saw him. Blindside blitz. And the Cowboys are selling out here, man. I love it. Let's freaking go. You know, you're about to drop to 3-5 if you don't win this one. Just go. Just go. Risk the biscuit, man. 5 sacks by the Cowboys. 3rd and 18 coming up. Need to get the ball to the 47 of Dallas here. Jacoby almost running out of time, and he is going to be... Nope. The play is going to be blown dead. Jadeveon Clowney nearly able to bring him down. And it's going to be before the play, false start offensive line. That is Jonah Williams there, the former Cincinnati Bengal, and that'll cost the Cardinals 5 yards. Steve, so since we will not be NFC East champions, the race for a wild card position will be difficult, especially if we continue with this garbage defense. I mean, the defense is. I mean, they're not playing terrible. At least the pass rush isn't. Secondary is a whole nother story. 3rd and 23, pressure, and a heck of a job. Kenny Clark sniffing out that screen. The pressure came up the middle. Jacoby threw it, and immediately, as soon as the running back was able to catch that one, the big man out of UCLA, man, able to blow that play up. And guess what, man? The Cowboys are going to get the ball back with about 7:45 left. Okay, we needed that stop. 100%, my man. I'm just saying, man, if they can score a touchdown here, 3-point game. Still going to be difficult. You still need another stop and to get the ball back and all that stuff. But hey, one step at a time, man. One step at a time. The game clock, the play ended at 7:45. We'll put 7:45 on the clock, put 40 on the play clock. Both clocks will begin on my signal. Okay, so apparently there was an issue with the game and play clock. So that's why this punt is taking forever. Come on. All right, man. We've seen the Cowboys block a punt. They nearly blocked another one on the previous punt. Let's see if they're gonna come close here. Woo! They came close to blocking another one here. Not a great punt, caught at the 31 and returned across the 35. Devontae Turpin with a decent 5 or 6 yards there. All right, man. Cowboys with the ball offensively with 7:11 on the clock. Look at the fourth quarter margin of points there for the Cardinals. Against the Titans, -16, -17, -11, negative. The Cardinals defense, man, struggling in the fourth. All right, low snap. Dak running, able to pick up about 4 yards, maybe 5 there. All right, 2 receivers to the left. Dak in the shotgun, running back to his left. Has some time, throws it out, and that's going to be a quick catch out of bounds there for George Pickens. And then there's going to be a late flag. This might be on the Cardinals. We'll see. Oh, no. And that's going to be on George Pickens, man. Taunting. So after he caught that one, he kind of pretended like he was going to hand the ball off or hand the ball to the defender. Then he flipped it over to the referee. So just a dumb penalty, man. All right, we got 1st and 10 after the penalty. Ball back at the 33. Dak scrambling, runs to the 40, to the 45, and down near the 48-yard line. Holy crap, man. Dak Prescott just running. I don't think I've seen Dak scramble that fast since his rookie season, man. Holy cow. All right, he's got some time. Picked up the first. Throws it out to CeeDee Lamb. Makes a man miss. And we'll get it in Arizona territory down to the 46. Clock is going to be under 6 minutes now. Dak in the shotgun, running back to his right. 3 receivers on that right side. Throws, finds Pickens. but there's a flag on the field. It's going to be a first down, but we'll see who it is against. It might be. It's going to be on Arizona, so that'll be declined. Thank you, Dak, for running. Yeah, man, Dak is he's putting it on the line right now, man. He has been looking pretty solid in this game. Fourth quarter yards, Arizona 0. The Dallas Cowboys 114. And down goes Dak in the backfield, and it's the rookie Nolan. Dude, this kid has just been making plays all throughout the game and just absolutely bodied the left guard there. Damn. I don't know what to think if the Cardinals blow this one. All right, Dak looking, rolling out to his right, and he gets it out to Cavante Turpin. Picks up 4 yards, maybe? Yep. So 3rd and 12 coming up here. Clock is going to continue to run. It's going to be under 5 minutes now, man. They got to score quick. If they don't score within, I would say, at least north of the 2-minute warning, it's going to be a tough out. Cardinals send a blitz, gets it out to his running back, and that goes nowhere. Loses a fumble, and it's recovered by the Cardinals. Oh, damn. That might have been it right there, man. See, is his knee down? Nope. That's a fumble, man. Javonte Williams just trying to do a little too much on a play that at best was going to gain a yard. And he was already being moved back anyway, so. And there it is, man. The final turnover for the Cowboys, and that, unfortunately, is going to be likely the end. Damn. All right. Come on, Dallas. Just 2 TDs. Yes, I am in delusion right now, but I hope it becomes real. Sorry, Steve. Don't get me wrong, something could still happen, but it's tough, man. It's going to be very, very tough to get this ball back in time to try to cut this lead down. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 37 for the Cardinals. Handoff up the middle, and that goes, actually keeps going. It keeps going. Woo! It looked like it was only going to pick up like 2 yards, and then that pile just kept moving. Goes off for about 5 or 6 there. Second and 4. Jacoby under center, single receiver to the left, single back in the backfield. Hands it off to the left It's going to go for a first down and more to the 50, to the 45, 40, and stays in bounds. And that DeMarcado with a heads up play, man. Get the first down, pick up as much yard as you can, and then stay in bounds. And it's exactly what he did. Got it down to about the 37, 38. It's a heck of a job, man. Yeah, dude. Emery DeMarcado, man. He's looked good tonight. Obviously learned his lesson from a couple weeks ago after he fumbled, literally jogging into the end zone just before he crossed the line, the goal line. And it's gonna be a run to the right, and it picks up about a yard. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Dallas has been using their timeouts here. Sorry. And I think they're going to use their final one here to stop the clock at 4:10. All right, man. The Cowboys are out of timeouts here. 4:10 left in the game. They are down by 10. Jacoby hands it off, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney bringing him down in the backfield for a loss of at least 3 or 4 yards. Clowney very, very, very slow to get up. They keep on showing the keep on showing guys on the sidelines on the Dallas side, and every single one of them has the look of like just contemplating their entire life. All right, Jacoby under center, single receiver to the right. Play action, rolling out to his right. He's going to take off and run, and he slides after picking up about 3 or 4. And it'll be fourth down, so the Cowboys offense will get the ball back here, just north of the 2-minute warning. Oh, okay. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 8. They actually snapped the ball and incomplete, trying to get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. And the Cardinals, instead of kicking what would have been a relatively makeable field goal here to try to stretch the lead to 13, they snap the ball and they miss on the play and they turn the ball over on downs. All right. Dallas Dak looking down. He goes, and he gets sacked on the play, and we're going to probably be heading to the 2-minute warning. Zay Collins and Calais Campbell combining on the sack. All right. Oh, actually, no. Going for it. Throwing it deep down the field and incomplete. Trying to get it down to CeeDee Lamb. Yeah. Unfortunately, overthrowing CD by about 15 yards on that one. All right, man. We're headed to the 2-minute warning. Cowboys with the ball. They'll face a 3rd and long. And they're down by 10. Oh, man. The good news is it was not a blowout. The Cowboys kind of making it a little bit interesting here. I just wish they would have could have scored one more touchdown before the 2-minute warning, man, just to make it a little, little interesting. All right, let's look at the stats here before we kind of finish up this game. Jacoby will likely finish 21 of 31, 261, 2 touchdowns. Actually, no, this is not even accurate. What the heck is going on here? Come on. Oh, it is? Okay. Emery DeMarcado, 14 carries, 79 yards. I forgot he did actually lose about 5 or 6 yards on his last couple carries. Bam, 9 for 28. Marvin Harrison Jr. unfortunately only caught one pass in the second half here, so 7 for 96 and a touchdown. Michael Wilson, 3 for 61. Trey McBride, 5 for 55. A bunch of sacks. No interceptions, but 2 fumble recoveries by the Arizona Cardinals. Dak still going to be throwing the ball here, but right now he is 24 of 38, 254, 1 touchdown, no picks. Javonte Williams, 15 of 83, does have the fumble that happened a few minutes ago. Dak, 4 for 34 on the ground. CeeDee Lamb, 7 for 85. George Pickens, 6 for 83. And Jake Ferguson, 5 for 50. All right. 4 receiver set. Dak dropping back. Looking down he goes. And his right tackle absolutely getting destroyed there by Calais Campbell. And it'll be 4th and a mile coming up. I mean, dude, Jesus. Did not even give Dak a chance. All right, 4th and 28. Dak rolling. Launching this one and intercepted. And there it is. Game over. Arizona winning on 3 turnovers defensively. A handful of sacks, and a heck of a freaking 4th quarter performance by this Arizona defense. Seastrom, oh well. Nah, man. Sorry, dude. Don't get me wrong, man. I was kind of I'm kind of rooting for the Cowboys every once in a while, man. And this was a game where it could have gone either way. So, yeah, 3-5-1. Unfortunate. Yep. I still hate having to write that dang one at the end of every single Cowboys and Packer game, man. Throws me off every time. Yeah, this was a rough one, man, for the Cowboys offense, man. Not playing anywhere near what you're used to, especially at home. Like we've seen the numbers when they're on the road, they do slightly dip just a little bit, but when they're at home, they usually are putting up big numbers, man, and it just did not happen, man. Turnover on downs on their first drive instead of taking the field goal, which they could have used those 3 points there. Then they fumble the ball. Then they had to settle for a field goal. Then they try to do a field goal just before the half. Not good. That was a 68 yarder. That's you really can't blame Aubrey for that one. Too much at least. And then just the miscues, man. They turned the ball over on downs again in the second half. Then obviously the fumble when they were kind of just driving down the field trying to make this a little bit closer. It's just the little things, man. The little things. Um, Great defensive performance by the Cardinals, man. Their defense, outside of the turnovers, outside of the turnover on downs, man, they made some great plays on the ball. Obviously, got some big sacks there in the fourth quarter to able to kind of seal this one for a victory. But yeah, man, disappointing. A little bit disappointing. If you're a Cowboys fan, obviously. So yeah. All right, let's do a little bit of an update here on the records. We'll finish this one off with a final there. Bam. All right, man. The Cardinals trying to keep pace in a very, very tough division. They're still got a long way to go, man. They're the only team in their division without 6 wins, but they improved to 3-5. And if you're the Cowboys, man, it's going to be a tough go the rest of the way. They dropped to 3-5-1. Just another year of Jerry Mother effing Jones destroying my team, even in trade. He sucks. Did they trade for somebody recently? Because I kept on reading a quote from Jerry saying they traded for somebody. I don't know if that's true, so I'm kind of curious. So yeah, it says Jones hints Cowboys already have made trade. I don't know, man. If you're the Cowboys, I would not be trading away assets unless it's like a fifth or seventh rounder, and it's for a guy that you believe that you'll be able to re-sign for a big contract or an extension, I should say, not a massive contract. So yeah, there's talks of Bradley Chubb and the Raiders' Malcolm Kuntz. Those are the only players that I that I'm seeing that they're attached to the Cowboys potentially. So yeah, I don't think either of those guys is going to move the needle defensively. Again, it won't probably hurt, but I think they got bigger issues. I think on the defensive side, and I don't think it's going to be just one or two players that can kind of fix that. So I don't know, but again, if it's a guy that you can trade for like a low pick, and then there's potential high upside with a contract extension, then it'll probably be worth it. You know, it probably won't pay dividends this year, but it could pay dividends next year and the years after that. Especially if you can use those first round picks to kind of build up this defense, add some depth to the offensive line, and maybe even the running back position. But yeah, I don't know. Either way, very interesting game. The Cardinals, man, they played dang well throughout this game. And for the Cowboys, it's a tough loss, man. But they kept on fighting, man. They kept fighting. They got some talented guys, man. I doubt they're gonna be out of games for most of the season, man. They're gonna be in them. They're gonna be competing, and I don't think they're gonna be outscored too often for most of the season. So if they didn't trade Micah, our team will be better, especially in defense. But no, you don't think about this. Um, yeah, man. Obviously, losing Micah obviously hurts a lot, probably. Especially because I think he's a solid player against the run. He's not great, but he's very solid against the run, and obviously we know what he's like as a pass rusher. But to be honest with you, man, I don't know if Micah being on this team would have made that big of a difference. I think the biggest issue with this Cowboys team is the secondary. The secondary is really, really rough, man. Really, really rough. And then on top of that, I think the pass rush is inconsistent, but they're also giving up big chunk plays in on the ground game too. And I don't know how much Micah might have been able to help that up because the runs that they're giving up are also they're some of them are, tonight they were kind of the ones that bounced to the outside. Those were the biggest runs, but they were still giving up runs up the middle. Kind of in between the guard and the center. So I don't know. Once again, I think the other issue is Matt Eberflus. Um, I didn't like his defense when he was with the Chicago Bears, and I sure as heck don't like his defense when he's with the Cowboys now, man. It's not good. So yeah, I think a better coordinator would have been able to get more out of this defense throughout the year. I'd be very surprised if Matt Eberflus is the defensive coordinator next year because I don't see this team improving with him at the helm. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else. What else? Um, the offensive line for the Cowboys definitely struggled there at the end. I think it's tough to pass block when you know every single down. When the defense knows that every single down from now on is just going to be Dak dropping back. So I'll give them a little bit of grace there because they were pass blocking a lot better in the second and even into the third quarter. And then the running game was looking solid once again. But once again, once you fall behind, 10, 17 points, you're not going to be able to put it on the ground consistently. So, yeah. Yeah. But that's my opinion, guys. For the Cowboys, they just got to bounce back, man. They got to get their offense back up and running. And that defense, if Jerry is trading for guys to kind of bolster that defense, make sure you're not selling the farm for this season, man. You gotta build for the future. So, but yeah, man, what a freaking night, guys. I was not expecting this. So we picked up two new subscribers, man. First off, thank you to you for subscribing. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to everybody that watched. I think at one point seemed like for about half an hour, if not more, we had about 30 people here watching. So that was freaking awesome. As the game kind of got a little bit away from the Cowboys, we started losing some people. But regardless, man, obviously, Seastrom, Steve, you guys are always here, man. I always appreciate you guys. Tau E3Z, you were in here early, my man. Hope you're doing well. Your Cardinals got a big win, so that's awesome. And then, yeah, man, it's just another great another great stream. Glad that we're kind of slowly building a good community here, and we're gonna keep it going, man. Week 10, it's gonna be coming. Thursday, Raiders at the Broncos. That should be a really solid game, interdivisional game. The Broncos are looking great. They're 7-2. The Raiders looking a little rough, man. But hopefully, Pete Carroll and that Raiders offense can kind of show up for prime time here. So, yeah, man. But thank you once again, man. Everybody, have make sure you have a great night, please. Thank you, thank you. Hope your Monday went well. Hope your week is great, and I will catch you guys on Thursday night football, man. So thank you once again. Once again, my name is Dave, and I'm not a coach. Thank you.